snort wheezed at him. He just kind of looked over and kept on moving down this ridge. And I saw a lot of deer on this ridge. Basically, they did the exact opposite of what I thought they did last night. So this morning, just because of all the deer I saw in here last night, I figured I may as well go ahead and set up here. So I've got a trail to my left. It kind of fades off into all this bottom down here. It's just a big oak flat is what it is. And it kind of dumps down into, there's a pond down in front of me about 150 yards. I've got a scrape line. As I was walking in, there's a scrape line to my right over here. It's just tore up. So, basically what it is it's like an open spot about 150 yards wide or so. From east to west, it's a south-facing slope. And you have thick bedding to my right, to the west, thick bedding to the east. And, it's just a natural travel corridor right here, so it sets up really good. So we'll just, play it out and see what happens today. Depending on how I feel about the spot, I'll probably sit until late morning, early afternoon. So anyway, it's pretty back in here, so that's definitely a plus. That's 8 point. That happened so fast, I didn't even have time to get nervous. Oh man. I was trying to get the camera on him. Instead of coming down this bottom, whenever I grunted, he just came, I just grunted once and he came charging down the side. I don't know how much I got on film. I'm shaking now. I had one stinking little window. I had the camera arm right here. Probably should have leaned around on the other side of the tree to shoot. As soon as I shot, I don't know if I hit something. I hit him far back. He got my wind just a little bit. Oh, man. Dear Lord, please help me find that deer. I literally had a 6-inch window to thread a needle through. I got it through, but I don't know if I hit a twig. I was right on him. After I finally found my shaking. After I finally found my shooting lane, I just locked in and I was leaned all the way over like this. I doubt I got that on film, but it just sounded like one of those. It didn't sound like a diaphragm hit. It was like It was a pop. So I know I hit him far back. All I can hope is that I caught that liver. Bad thing is it looked like it was far back and a little low. I don't know what happened there. Everything felt good other than I was leaning way over, but man, I'm shaking like a leaf. I mean, I wish I could say that I was pumped that I just shot he's a super cool deer, 4-year-old for sure. But it's a deer hunter's worst nightmare right there. Everything was right. I mean, if I could have stopped him, I was just worrying about the camera. He's about 26 yards, I'd say. I put my 20-yard pin in that way of his body because I knew he smelled me, so I figured he'd jump my string, but honestly, I don't know that he did. That just happened too fast. I thought he'd come down this trail here in front of my stand, but he took my 4-wheeler trail. He was ready to fight. Well, I just got down. I'm gonna go look at this arrow. That's where it was right there. A whopping 10 or 11 foot off the ground. I don't know. I hope I wasn't just seeing things and he didn't act like he was lung hit. I just hate this part, man. It's all the unknowns. That's the beauty and the bad part about bowling. Ooh. Well, the arrow looks way better than I thought. Check this out. Yeah. There's blood everywhere. This look. It's definitely gut, but it looks like I got some liver. Alright, well. Stinger. Still in good shape. I'll be the 3rd deer this year. That one broadhead. Well, I think the best bet here is just to back out. I mean, he was just walking up this hill. Then he tipped over the edge of it, and it's super nasty and thick down in there, so I'm just going to leave well enough alone. I'm going to back out and we'll come in. I want to give him at least 4 hours. Because, I mean, it was low, man. And there's a little bit of white hair, so I'm guessing back of liver and low. So I'm just going to back out.
guys, so the blood trail stopped. We started fanning out from the blood trail. We're kind of heading to a creek that sweeps. It goes through this property here. So anyway, yeah, the blood, it's dark blood, definitely liver blood. It's dried up pretty good, so, and I mean, it was tough. I mean, 8 hours of just sitting, all those leaves just soaked it up. So yeah, we've waited about 8 hours, and you know, we've got another hour of daylight left. So anyway, we're gonna check this creek down here and kind of get past it and just see, you know, see if we can find him or not. See anything inside?
I looked at all the creek crossings down through there. Nothing there. You haven't gone all the way to the end of this, have you?
No, but Ma's, she's over there.
Makes me sick, man. I knew I made a bad shot as soon as I saw him. But what got my hopes up was that. It's flaking off now, but that whole thing's coated all the way up. We've given him right at 8 hours.
Yeah.
A little over, actually. And as dark as that blood is, you just can't see anything.
No.
I've been all the way to the fence. I didn't completely walk out all that thick stuff there on the...
You didn't go down to the creek, did you? You looked all down through here? Well, we're back in here again today trying to recover this deer. Last night we gave him, I think it was 8 hours, maybe 9 hours before we even tried to attempt tracking him. And we ran out of blood about where they're at right now. So last night we did a little bit of a grid search and went down to the water that's on this property, and no sign of him, no more blood. So we have reason to believe that the fence line, the property line's about 80 yards down the hill there, and that's the direction he's going. So last night I called, and we made some phone calls and got permission to go on the adjacent property. And hopefully, I know looking at the map there's a couple ponds over there. The way this deer is hit, I mean, it's low in the liver, and I mean, it's like dead center of the liver and low. So I believe the fat, because it's so low in his body, the fat in his body's closed up the entrance and exit wound of the arrow. So there's no blood. I mean, absolutely no blood. The last blood we have is up there, and it was nothing but tiny pin drops. And as dark as the blood is on these oak leaves, it just looks like dark brown almost, and you just can't see it. So we're just gonna have to do a body search and look in the draws on this other property, and it's a big chunk of property. But we're gonna give it our best. And this is Thanksgiving Day, so it's been probably 27 hours, I believe, since the hit. So this deer should definitely be dead now if it was a lethal hit. So anyway, it'd be nice on Thanksgiving Day to find this deer. That'd be pretty incredible. So we're gonna give it our best. Well, that was pretty insane. We weren't out here for what, 20 minutes? And we got permit. The funny thing is, we got permission last night on the adjacent landowner, and we're like, well, maybe this morning we need to go check the wetlands. There's a wetlands down here, and it's honestly in the exact opposite direction of where he was headed, where the blood was going. But I mean, he made it from the shot. How far is that? 350 yards? 400?
400. Yeah, it's long
ways.
Down those hills, yeah.
And he just bedded right. We just was the luckiest thing I've ever seen. Wow. Huh. Unbelievable. Rack wise, he's nothing, but I mean, honestly, I don't know if he would have made it through the year, through the winter. He busted his skull right here in a fight. He's got pus pockets all on his back here from fighting, being gored and fighting other deer. This deer has literally run off the last 2 years. He's run off 2 of our hit listers both years, and like, he'll just go completely absent on the cameras whenever he shows up. I don't think he lives here during the early season, but he definitely does during this time of year. Well, he did. But I'm just glad we recovered him. The coyotes worked him over pretty hard, but and it got a little too warm yesterday to be butchering a deer, but I'm just glad we found him. It's unreal. He's all cracked open right here too. Look at that.